So I think it's because we've got a pair here, and so they've got two transitive processes with the world as the object. How people understand the world, how people think about the world.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were talking about how people behave without an implied transitive object, it could work, but you can't behave the world. People don't behave the world.
So
Um,
behave in certain ways is correct, you see here. And how
yes.
people understand and think about. So do you
Mm.
understand? Because it is also weird too.
To understand the world.
Yeah, or yeah, understand the word. Uh, so let me start. So you said that start. Sorry, understand the word is something that we always use. Yeah.
To understand, I guess it's the how that makes that make more sense. How they understand the world. So how you understand something is how you make sense of it.
Okay.
It's you could say how people interpret,
Or
or how
interact.
um, I would say interpret how people make sense of and think about the world.
I see.
How people hmm, this is a situation where think about is a phrasal verb. Think about the world, understand the world. So it's understand the world. Um, the middle part there is actually another process. Think about. So we don't understand about the world. We
So
understand.
understand the word.
Yeah. If you said how people use their feelings to get to know the world, you would be implying actually the opposite. So rather than touching, tasting, smelling, seeing, and hearing, you'd be implying that they were responding to the world based on what they felt inside. Now, if you said findings, you'd be raising a question.
Yeah.
That is, which findings? Findings are usually at the end of a process of investigation, and it isn't clear if we're talking about people in general which process we're referring to.
Amazing. Yeah, I got
Mm.
it.
So to say find here would kind of be jumping ahead in our description. We're
Yeah.
not yet at the point where we're talking about what they've found. We're talking about um, what topics they investigate. So exploring different aspects, investigating different, um, we could say elements or different um, features of human nature. Yeah, so
So as you mentioned, first we should explore and then we should find or find out. Which one is correct? Find or
so
find out.
we explore and then we find
Some
um
findings.
yeah, we find we'll probably we still probably wouldn't find aspects of human nature, but we might have findings about different aspects of human nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. Okay, so we're still generalizing about sets of investigations or sets of studies. So um, these scientific findings, um, the list from the previous sentence is still about what they're investigating. It's not about what they've found. Uh, so even though this is a concluding sentence, that's kind of summing up this is what these things have done, we're still not really talking about findings. When you refer back to findings, you would need to have some sense of what has been found, whereas we've still really got a set of questions or topics.
Finding is the last part.
Yeah, it would be too early in the discussion to talk about findings, because in the previous sentence they talk about studies of how this, how that, how this. They don't say these studies have found this, this, and this. They don't have
Exactly.
any findings specified, so it's still too early.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Exactly. Thanks.